All right, welcome to JCCR Racing. This is sim racing the way it always should be. So Gran Turismo 7, all too often, is just a complete chaos zone. It's Call of Duty or Battlefield racing, Call of Duty racing. It's violent, it's dangerous. You got to figure out, what cars are best for when you get hit off a little or a lot off track. What cars can handle having a tire or a few tires off track. But today, it's all about sim racing the way it should be. We're going to be covering all those basic race techniques, concepts, principles that make it so that we can take on pretty much any track. Even when we don't have any experience, we can still stay on the track and have a good time. So let's head on over, and we're going in with very little practice. We did a few laps, maybe 6-7 laps last night here. Now, key is to know your car. So we know the 911, and on Fuji, -2 is tolerable. It works. So let's test this out again. The Supra is fantastic here. There's that looked like the livery from our buddy Phil this GT, but I think someone else is rocking it, because I don't see Phil this GT in here. So we've got the Sim League Pro that you can catch on Sim League Pro. You can also catch up with us on Discord, JCCR Racing, or JCCR. Oh, off the track there. Let's try that again. Wouldn't be too late to throw on the Ferrari. The Ferrari is pretty darn good here. AMG, I've had my best results with the AMG on this track. Got a little out of practice with the AMG. We did practice the 911 here last night, so let's just go with our regular. Can't just stomp on that throttle. We got to ease into it to avoid a slide out, even on traction control 2, which I think is a great. Here we need to be in second to get the rotation, then quickly back into third so we can start accelerating, because we're at the very top of second. Yo, what's up, Out of This World Gaming? Howdy, welcome in. Thank you so much for making it. We're going to be taking on subscribers. So the YouTubers are taking on subscribers. We've got 2 lobbies going for Sim League Pro. And the other lobby must be all the faster JCCR racers in it. All right, having a little trouble here getting some trail braking from the 911. Maybe -2 is just a little too aggressive. Let's try -1. See how that goes. Always good to figure these things out before the race. Let's try this. Trail braking, yes, turning in on quarter pedals. That's good. Quarter pedal on -1. BMW, great fallback car. Great at trail braking. Very stable. But I like the race cars that I dream of having or already own. So over on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, you can check out the cars we already own. Got not too bad. I'm pretty pleased with the cars we have. For the first time in my life, I can say I don't really know what else I would get. I'm really happy with the cars we have. So we have a 2025 Ford F-150 Tremor for the family. And we've got, that's a good line if the inside is all taken up. Inside and middle is all taken up. We got a 2017 Shelby GT350. And we just, wow, lots of courage on a car that cost quite a bit. We did the polish ourselves, so we're in the process of polishing off the scratches in the clear coat. Then we're probably going to we're either going to wax and then ceramic detailer, or just go straight, of course, wash and dry. Then either wax and ceramic detailer, or straight to the ceramic detail. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to do some researching for me. And we just finished basically 3 days on the 1991 Toyota MR2. Washed it, dried it, compounded it, polished it, re-washed it, and wow, what a difference. Thought the whole front end needed to be repainted, and it's actually looking like I can last a few more years with the original paint. And I think Chowder Pouch is letting me know that we've got no live chat here. Let me test this out. That would be unfortunate. Well, while it loads up, we'll check for what's going on with the live chat. Just want to get late braking, so full outside turn there. I've had trouble with YouTube recently. One night the live didn't even appear available for people. Alright, so now's the time. Let's go check out what's going on with this live chat. Thanks for letting me know, Chowda. Alright, so live chat seems to be working. Prince Doofus here. Right on. Get the gloves on. Get the brake balance to where we're comfortable. Get the radar on. These are going to be our practice laps, I guess. Our positioning. Fastest will be starting. Let's try to get a nice little lap time here. Oh, the Subaru up front. I believe that's the Subaru, not the BRZ. Yeah, sorry, it's the Subaru. It is the BRZ. So let's follow GYD Chem. Not one of our teammates, but we'll drive like he's a teammate. We'll slipstream behind him. Let him cut the wind for us. Seems to be lagging slightly, so we'll be real careful passing him, because the game could put him in a position that he's not. No one behind, so we can use the full curve from the complete outside to the complete inside. Ooh, over rotation of the 911, pretty common. And the only way I can resolve it, let me know what you do to resolve over rotation. I just shift up. It's all I've got so far to deal with that as my racing technique. The nose starts to turn, I shift up, and it usually straightens it out. Certainly don't brake, but if you do, whatever your trick is, let me know in the comments. Alright, let's brake. Trail brake. Oh, the trail braking's not bad on -1 with the 911. The BMW trail braking, though, was hard to beat. Same thing for the Godzilla, Nissan GTR. Oh, Kim getting away from us there. Oh, and we're losing time on GYD Ken behind us. Oh, we got the GYD. My goodness, I'm surrounded by GYD. Looks like I'm going to be the JCCR racer, fighting it out. Hopefully not fighting it out, because this is the way races should be. Clean, safe, smart, all about the actual racing technique, the racing craft. We're all practicing our craft here and having fun racing it like we own the cars. Because sim racing, it's not supposed to be arcade, it's not supposed to be Battlefield or Call of Duty racing, but a lot of people play it that way. And that's their style, that's fine. I think there should be separate leagues for it, like an arcade lobby. And that, you know, you get kicked out into the arcade lobby. Because even, you know, whether it's the EDC League, even I watch A and B videos, there's just far too much Call of Duty racing going on. Oof, I'm 1.1 second slower than Mr. Chem up there, Chem53. He's 53 years old. I gotta congratulate him on those lightning reflexes. See, the 911, its weakness is it's a little unstable over elevated curbs and a lot of instability if you get one tire in the sand or grass for that matter. But we're all here to learn and grow, and that's why I drive different cars, take on different tracks to show you, take on tracks with jumping in with no experience or experience that dates from, you know, 6 months ago when I was an e-driver, 8 months ago when I was an e-driver. And I cover how just the racecraft can really get you through a race. So from one marker to another. Now if you're having trouble overshooting if you're wondering why isn't my car turning in enough? It's either because you're in too high of a gear or going too fast because you didn't brake early enough. Get the turn in, throttle once we get to that marker, inside marker. There, I should have upshifted. Shift up, first for rotation, then second for takeoff here. And we're going to be starting up in second, surrounded by GYD. This is going to be an exciting race. I'm here to learn and grow. I hope you're here to learn and grow. And if learning and growing while clean, safe, smart driving appeals to you, consider joining the JCCR team. You just go ahead and ask. I'll either answer you in the live chat or Tom, the Super Doofus. We can approve you or Philness GT. And once you're part of the JCCR racing team, you're part of a great community here. We're all friends. We're all here to learn. We're not, you know, competing with each other at such an aggressive, unrealistic level that we're taking each other off the track. Really, we're trying to help each other out, coach, mentor each other, support one another. If that sounds good to you, you just got to download the JCCR livery. In the livery download, you put JCCR or JCCROP, but just JCCR works. We got a clean race bonus right here. And that means more money, more dinero. The rupees are adding up. The greenbacks, the cheddar. So there we go. If you want to join the team, drop the JCCR livery on your car, change your name to JCCR _ and your traditional name, and you're part of the JCCR team. Don't forget to blotch out the little YouTube logos on the car unless you are on YouTube. And there we go. I think that was our setup. We now know who's going to be racing. I should be racing in second. Unless, I think it might be practice qualify. Before we get down to that, we will be covering more race technique, racecraft. Cheers, folks. Having a little bit of ice with 2 lemons, thrown in the blender, a lime, and some strawberries. Hey, Mustang Drifter, what is up, buddy? Howdy. Got to get through those lemon peel chunks. So cheers, prost. I got some Mustang news. I am either stupid or brave, or maybe a mix of both. I fully compounded, polished, rewashed, dried, and then ceramic coated the Toyota MR2. 1991 Toyota MR2 now looks like it's only like a 7 or 8 year old car, not a 30-year-old car. Really did an amazing job. I gotta pat myself on the back. However, I even got some old overspray metallic paint off of what's supposed to be a shiny black car. However, the Shelby GT350, I started to polish this morning. So starting at about 8:30 in the morning to about 10:30 2 hours of polishing, washed it last night, washed and dried for about an hour, put 2 hours on the polish this morning. It's going to have to go back out for yet another wash to get all the polish residue off. And then I'm going to ask ChatGPT whether we should wax. And then she already have the answer. Was pretty simple. If you go with the wax, you're going to get more of a traditional shine to it. And if you ceramic detailer on top of your wax, it won't be as durable as just going from the bare clear coat with nothing on it and then just ceramic detailer. We're going to get sort of like a whiter, more modern shine off of it, according to ChatGPT. So yeah, and it's going to be more durable. And from there it just said, you know, the best for best durability, do the ceramic detailer, you know, do 2 coats with waiting in dry time in between, and then every so often when I wash it, you know, then you continue to add more ceramic coats as time goes by. So maybe, you know, it's August, maybe I put on a ceramic coat now, 2 now, 1 in September, 1 in October, and then be really good for the winter. Then when I take it out of the garage in the spring, rewash it. One way or another, I did do touch-ups. The paint on Mustangs is very thin, especially since all vehicles have thin paint now that it's a water-based paint. It's a very thin paint. It chips very easily. It's about 4 micromillimeters, or it's rated 4. Paint used to be more around 7 or 8. And now when it was oil paint, now that it's water paint, boy, does it ever chip easy. So I have a plastic clear protector on the front, a wrap. It's saved me all sorts of major damage, but I'm still picking it up in other places. So I'm going to get actually the roof, 18 inches of roof with the clear protector on it. And that should help. So that is my Mustang news. I guess I wonder if even here they'd accept a car change. Oh, I guess we could. Well, I just practiced with the 911. I own a 911 in the real world, a 1999. Oh, Super Div is saying go to Jim's lobby. And then okay, so let's just try this out. Try it out. We'll go to Jim's lobby. See if there's room. Oh, I stay. Okay, I'll be going back. A little back and forth. All right, so here I go back to the other one because I am a C driver. Or have I been kicked out and back in the D? I don't know. Just one moment. All right, can you hear me? Am I in? Let's get my lap in here. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know in the comments. So before every race, we make sure we double check here. We got the brake balance on. Make sure we don't cross that white line coming out of the pits. Down into first real quick, then back to second for acceleration. So, I like to take gears at least for a very short moment in the suggested gear, and that's to get the proper rotation through. Go to the complete outside. So rotation, second, then once we get back on the throttle, we just shift right up. That's how the pros do it, the A+ drivers. More quickly than myself, but this is all about learning and growing and getting everyone to a faster state. So once we get back into the acceleration, we shift back up to second, and you can see we don't have any nose jumping all around. If we're on traction control 0, when the nose dances, the whole car goes. So first for the rotation, now we're in second. Need to straighten that out to be faster through there. So we get late on the throttle just because we missed the apex. So here, first we catch the apex, and we still had a lot of first left, so we accepted to have a little nose movement. The 911 actually does have a usable first gear, unlike most cars. And the 911 is great if you like revving out your vehicle. You won't forget to shift this one. Whereas the Viper and Corvette, AMG as well, those are examples of cars that if you wait until it's flashing, you've really gone past your peak power, and you're gonna have a slower lap just because of shifts. Now that we got the right line, we can see we can go through there about 10 miles per hour faster. So there we go, first for the rotation, then right into second. So we take the suggested gear, and in taking the suggested gear, we get the rotation. But when we're ready to get back on the throttle, which should be, if our line is right on that inside marker, really, we could say the middle of the apex. So we get the apex, and we can go through faster and get back on the throttle earlier. So it's all about prep. Slow is smooth, and you're going to feel like you're going slow because you're going to be slowing down much earlier, but then you're going to be back on the throttle much sooner, meaning you're set up for the long straightaways. If you start 10 or 15 miles per hour, if you slow down more before the turn, you're going to be able to get on the throttle so much sooner on the track. So getting back on the and you'll end up further down the track at a higher speed. So you really got to prepare, like meal prep for the week. Your whole week will go better if you've already got a bunch of meals ready for you. You got to prep these turns to feed the car the speed. And let me know if you have a need for speed. I certainly do, and that's why I get it out right here. And not on the roads. Drive safely, friends. Don't consume and drive. Drive safely. It can save your license, save your life, or somebody else's life. Little trail braking. Now here we're going to need to be in second to avoid no spin, no dancing. First, all right, so first gets us the rotation we want there. Good to shift out of first early if you are going to use it for a bit of acceleration. Let's see what we pull here. I don't think this is a 142, but maybe a low 143. BMW is great for revving out. If you like to rev out an engine, I'd say BMW, easiest to rev out. You'll really hear when it's time to get that shift in. And I was 0.02 off MGB. We've got a nice setup here. Let's check out the results. MGB, congratulations to a fellow Canadian running a car I don't like one bit with a 142. Not because of in the game, but because of the real world of styling and whatnot of this car. And I guess for a four-door, it's not bad. But I really do prefer the Kia Stinger. But for overall reliability, it wouldn't be my top pick for resale value. If you want to get a used car that's fast and cheap, look at either a Lincoln Continental with the 3-liter turbo or the Lincoln MKZ with the 6-cylinder. Two actually fast, nice luxury cars. I like them quite a bit. Of course, Mercedes, anything that's AMG and four-door is going to be fast. So we've got slightly off that time. Wow, 142.13 versus a 142.1 between MGB and JCCR Johnny here. Folks, support the channel, support the family, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, turn bell notifications on. That will really help us continue to put content out there, grow the community, and get more exciting content, more cars, and more power to the channel. We've got Sir Rick there in the 911, 142.8. That's tough competition. Same thing for Frumpy, Chowda Pouch. We're all pretty darn close. Gruntle is fast. Gruntle's going to get a lot faster. I think that's just a matter of practice right there. And we've got, I guess, 2 minutes before we get down to business. Make sure we got our racing soft tires on. Now, to help you out, if you're wanting to learn and grow, I find the best way is learn and grow on traction control 2. When you've mastered the car and the track, drop it down to 0 or 1. Yes, you will get extra speed, but overall, if you haven't mastered the car and the track yet, you're not going to get overall more speed. You might get definitely a qualifying lap, 1 lap out of 10 or 15. That's going to be considerably faster, but you're also going to be spinning out. So make sure you've got the car mastered. Now, I like to have ABS on default, driving markers on, brake indicator on, but the braking area off, because generally beginning of the candy canes on the outside, either right before, right on, or just a little after, is basically where you're going to be playing for braking area. I like to see the track, and I don't want to be distracted by colorful track. We've got replace car after leaving track, active stability management off. Now, if we're getting hit a lot, it could be good to have it on. The ASM. Hey, Sir Rick, thank you for the good luck. Good luck to you, buddy. We're very close in time, so this is going to be a good, fun race. Monty Swingwell saying he hasn't raced this track very much. I hear you. I luckily got in a little practice last night. Let's get down here. Foot on the brake. And the Ferrari's really going to see. Ferrari really throttling down there. And the Beetle. Oh, the Beetle's going to be tough to beat on this track. Very stable. Early shift out of first. I did want to use first to not bog out in second. Oh, we've been hit. We've been hit. Gotta keep an eye on the radar. And we got Frumpy running the JCCR livery. Very cool, Frumpy. If you can still get a name change in, you could always drop the JCCR _ Frumpy so that people really easily see you're part of the JCCR team, but clearly you are there. Oof. There's Rick coming in. Ooh, quick. We're getting a little bit of contact. I think accidental on everyone's part there. smooth is fast. So taking off in second, much smoother. Oh, it looks like we got our grouping here of 4 if I don't crash out. I'm going to follow Cercerec. He's going to follow MGB. We've got a 4-car drag race. I guess I'll tuck behind Frumpy now. Oh yes, Slipstream is on. That is good stuff right there. Oh, and I robbed that corner. Semi-dirty. I don't know if I'd call that dirty. I didn't make any contact, but I certainly did jump up in ahead. And I could fly through that corner knowing that no one was going to be bumping me there. I got just enough space. Anyways, I'll see in the live stream if people feel I stole that corner. But I feel when you go on the inside, if you don't hit anyone... Oh, here, I'm going to leave some space to avoid a collision. See, I have no problem with Cercerec doing that. It's what I did. And he did a no contact pass, and he didn't spear us to survive. Oh, had to lay heavy on the brakes there to avoid an accident because I did have speed on Mr. Cercerec. Oh, but the car behind us did not lay on the brakes to avoid us. MGB! But that was a very light contact, so that was almost certainly accidental. Yes, he is trying to get the benefit off our slipstream. And he's going to have the middle lane, which is right where I want to be right now. I guess I'm going to keep him in the middle here and turn in last minute. And it paid off. I kept him just enough in the middle to have him do the turn a little slower. Just listen to this engine for the right time to shift. Not a hard one to drive other than getting the rotation right. Oh, we took the wrong way around that bad line. Shame on us. Oh, looks like there is a kerfuffle behind us. I think I saw some triangles spinning on the radar. Some triangles pointing in the incorrect direction. Not using full throttle for some of these turns. And Cercerec up front, leading the pack by a good 1.7 seconds. So no ability to get a... Well, I guess neither of us are getting a bonus from Slipstream. It's going to be the rest of the pack having a bit more of a chance to catch up to us. No one behind us, so we use the full track from the complete outside to try to hunt these apexes and be an apex predator. Try to turn as much as needed, but as little as possible. Straighten out the track as much as possible so we can be accelerating as often as possible. We can't accelerate if we've got the steering wheel completely turned or even, you know, can only accept moderate turning of the steering wheel and rotation of the tires in the direction we want to go. Forward acceleration. Ooh, just survived that. Almost get it, picking up a penalty there. Oh, and we took first. Look at that. And I don't know if we have an obligatory tire change. Do we need to pit? Tom is going to be racing, so Tom won't be able to answer me. I don't know who will be able to answer that question, but if you know, please let me know. Oh, and he gets the benefit from the slipstream. And he went and defended the middle, which is good on him. The right thing to do. And we got to use the full turn, giving us a little speed advantage here. Third for the rotation. Tire squealing the whole way. Try to straighten out the track. And now we just need to be patient and wait for Susarik to make a small mistake and maybe get a pass. But off a small mistake, maybe not. Might have to wait for a big mistake, not necessarily a crash or an off-track incident. Oh, that was maybe our small mistake. I think we're going to pick up a penalty here. Oh, but we are in a position to get the draft benefit. This slipstream should kick in. I think we're close enough. 2 911s at the top of the track. This is looking very beautiful. Oh, so it looks like a pit is needed. Oh, even just for fuel. Okay. Pushing both cars to the limits, full tires screaming. Should have been on the throttle much earlier there and used up more of the track. I will call out my errors because it's how we're all gonna learn. A drivers don't make a whole lot of errors. I make a lot of them, and it gives us just a nice opportunity to learn. Oh, and we both took that just the way it needed to be taken. I'm going to pit. The tires are getting a little weak. I don't want it to cause an accident here. Susarik might just be saying he's going to go hard. Maybe he's on hard tires. No, he's pitting, so we're both on soft. Oh, shucks. Oh, I think I'm picking up a 3-second penalty on that. And yes, we definitely want to refuel. So that's refuel with our homemade lemonade. And that should be enough fuel to finish up. See if we pick, yeah, 3 seconds. That's really going to kick us down. Been getting fast laps, but not, 2 seconds, 1 or 2 seconds faster laps. So that's going to cost us a lot. And I took an extra, didn't risk it with the fuel. Took what, an extra 4 seconds getting fuel, 5 seconds. Some people might just risk it. Now for races like this, if you really don't want to get the fuel and you see, okay, you have a little less than half a tank for the rest of the race. So really I just need to get the car back a little bit past half since we had gone a little bit below half. Or I could have just done no fuel and put the fuel power to fuel bar to run the car leaner, less fuel, and ran it on 3 and finished up with the fuel that I had. But that would have been, what, 4 seconds? And it might have cost me more than that. So here, huge penalty coming up. Oh, and in the middle of the straightaway. Oh, that's painful. This is more like a 6-second penalty. Yeah, that's more like a 6-second penalty. That's brutal. Absolutely brutal. I'd say that was the perfect mix of usage of first gear for the 911. Starting to get the hang, the ebb and flow of this track. Finding the 911 not being the best. It's great for braking and slowing down, but not the best for trail braking. Maybe because I'm on -1, maybe 0, I'd have better luck with that. I was spoiled recently with the BMW. Oh, Cerceric beating my top lap of 141.9 with a 141.8. We are very close in speed. But I am many seconds behind due to that time penalty for cutting the pit lane. I'm not a fan of pit lane penalties. It's just for safety in the real world so people don't die. Here, no one's health is in danger, so why not just turn those penalty pit lane cuts off to 0? I guess that would make it a little less sim racer and a little more arcadey. Over-revved it that time. You can really hear it. The 911 really, the engine speaks to us. Got to do an oil change on this car. I've been driving it a lot. Not my fastest lap, pushing it just a little too hard, and not about how early I get back on the throttle or how hard I get back on the throttle, but just the braking. It's a little late. Look at that, we are in second, but the difference with Cerceric, 6 seconds. I'd say that the penalty, 3 seconds, 1/3 into a straightaway or 1/4 into a straightaway is more like a 6-second penalty. But we're breaking it down. We got enough laps left that we can still catch up. Ooh, I had to use some brake there to make it back to where we needed to be. Great flow to this track. Hard to get into the flow though, really hard. So no one's behind us, we can use the full track. Complete outside to the complete inside. Oh, penalty. I think we saved it. It wasn't pretty, but we got through it. Oh yeah, it wasn't pretty. We lost 0.4 of a second there on that lap. Front beat, 10.7 seconds. We just need to make sure we don't crash, and we'll have a podium finish. Trying to push it to catch up to Sarah, and it is not bearing fruit. Just gotta drive nice and smooth, because that's gonna be a 0.5 right there. Definitely picked up the penalty there. I guess we can really push it in that corner, and you only know the track limits by pushing the track limits. So a nice little educational experience there. Six watching, folks. Thank you so much. Help us out with a thumbs up. Give us the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. It really helps the channel get more cars and more power. As some of you know, I like to mix in just a few shorts from the real world of the cars we have over on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. Started to spin that nose. Got to push it in a second. Same thing in the real world. I was in a situation, the back end was spinning sideways through first, second, third. So then I put it in fourth and really eased off the throttle to get it, you know, being sideways and spinning at, 90 kilometers an hour is a little stressful. So if we were defending, we'd be about here on the track, but we're not defending. So you go from the outside to the inside. Now 8 watching. Fantastic, folks. Thank you for that. Hopefully we've got 8 likes, 8 thumbs up. Second for rotation, then right back into third for acceleration. And we're racing it up in second with a nice little 10.9 lead. We're up to 8.5 seconds behind Sarah. We're kind of catching up here, bringing it down. All about being in the right gear to get the rotation through here. First for the rotation, second for acceleration, and we're back at it. Here we will shortly get into first gear. Hopefully that's not a penalty. It might be, even though it in no way gave us any advantage. Oh, fuel? No! Okay, what do you do in a situation like this? You put it to 6 and you hope to get enough fuel to finish the race. And we're going to do a little coasting on straightaways. Start off in second, a little less power. We've got 9 seconds, so we can have a much slower lap. We just got to make the fuel last. Running on fumes here. We got 7.8. The timer, of course, is going to be car behind us. Front B is going to be getting awfully close. Going to coast this section here. Got that blinking fuel light. .6, it's going to be close. Will we run out of fuel or will we get past? Try to have neither happen. Will we coast across it? We might actually run out of gas before the end, but putting it in 6th did save us. Oh, 4 seconds. Do we have enough power to get across? I think we're safe. There we go. Whew. All right, that was close. Guess we could have had an extra second of fuel when we were refueling. Cheers, pros, folks. We got a podium. We did a thing! Strawberries, 2 lemons, a lime, some ice, some bubbly water, and a good time. All right, second. No clean race bonus. What is this? I thought I was pretty clean. I guess not. No, we did accidentally bump someone lightly in the rear. Yeah, Amazing Vacation. Good luck. Thank you very much, Amazing Vacation. Mustang Drifter. Good to see you today. Howdy. And Mustang Drifter saying, oh, you detail cars. Oh my goodness, that's so cool, Mustang Drifter. Very, very cool. Well, any detailing advice you've got for us, let me know. What do you think? Once we've done, we're not going to do a compound on the Mustang unless once I fully remove the polish and the grease from the polish, or kind of like a grease, I don't know what to call it, but the residual matter. We're going to check, and hopefully the clear coat scratches are gone. If not, I guess we will compound. Then, do we really need to rewash before putting on our ceramic coat? And would you put on a wax? Let's say Chemical Guys wax, or whatever wax you think. If there's, you know, maybe we in the garage we have Maguire's, Chemical Guys, and another Mother's, and 24 karat. Let me know what you think about that. What would you use? And then after that, would you use the wax or just go straight to the the ceramic detail? And for ceramic detailer, I have Maguire's hybrid ceramic detailer, or I have an industrial product made for dealers. It's kind of like Shine It. And congratulations. That was an incredible race and well done. And almost had it. Almost had it. That was a lot of fun. Well done, Tom. Well done, Mr. Super Doofus. My JCCR teammate in this lobby. The other JCCR racers are over in the other lobby. That was very, very cool. So Tom's going to be switching up the race now. I think the last was Daytona. I'm very excited about Daytona, but have had a family day with the aunts and the uncles and the father-in-law. set up for about 3 months now. It's our yearly, well, 3 months. It's been set up for the last 10 years because every year at this time we have our great big family event, the brother-in-law, the sister-in-law, the nieces. So it's kind of a big deal. So I'm going to be catching the first 2 races of this, and we'll just live with the less points that will come from not racing Daytona, but maybe if we can pick up a second and a first or a second and a third, maybe we'll have enough points that it won't matter that we don't race the last one. Hey, Mustang Drifter, thank you very much. And don't forget, Mustang Drifter, I'm all ears. If you think I should put a wax on, and if so, what company, and then do the ceramic detail, or just go from polish, maybe a compound for the doors, but I think I'd only need it on the doors, driver door. Would you wax, then ceramic detailer, or straight to ceramic detailer for Sarasaric? That was awesome. I'm going to give you a heart. I loved it. I loved our back and forth, man. We were diving those corners in the clean, smart way. That is how some say you can't pass in corners. If you pass in a corner, it's a dirty pass. You have to do it before or after. I disagree, and Tingy on YouTube would agree with me. He's been passed on the inside of a turn, and his comment essentially was, if you pass on the inside of the turn, you don't overshoot the turn, and you don't hit anyone, you just did a really good, difficult pass. At least, well, that's how I took it. That's how I'd put it either way. He was saying, one way or another, he was saying, it passes, it's fine. I'd say if you can pass on the inside of a turn, not overshoot, not hit anyone, you've just done... you stole a position, but not in like a bad thieving kind of way. It's just like you stole it like, wow, you blew the doors off, you stole it. Like, it is an impressive pass. It's a very difficult pass. It's a high-risk maneuver. High risk, high reward. Sarasaric did it to me, then I did it back to him, and then he did it back to me. So that was really great back-and-forth racing. Love it when it goes down that way. I should have done a save. So remind me, community, when you've got a good back and forth race like that, just say clip that race, so I can clip 5 minutes or 15 minutes, so we can have a quick little replay, because these lives are long, and who can make it from the very beginning to the very end. Oh, nice. We can wipe residual compound with rubbing alcohol. Very cool. Avoiding having to do the whole wash and drying, so we can probably replace the whole wash process. So about 45 minutes. Very, very cool. And while the drying is obviously much longer, so probably save about an hour. That would be very, very nice. And after we wipe the whole car from the wetness, save more than an hour. That'll be really nice. All right, are we going to 911 this the whole day? 911 or Ferrari? I feel like the Viper is a good choice here. It's stable. The BMW is a very good choice. The Toyota is top. The 911 at the top there. If I catch a little bit of grass, I'm gone. My ass is... Sorry. It's the first part I don't want to say on YouTube. My mistake. My rear will not be in gear if I catch any grass. But let's, I guess, high risk it here. Yeah, there's just the end of the last race where it wasn't so close because I picked up the 3-second penalty. Unfortunate, because we would have just been neck and neck the whole way, because 3-second penalty on that straightaway at Fuji, I think, cost me about 6 seconds. And then running out of gas at the end made it so we had a huge time difference because I coasted the last lap. Very low on the accelerator pedal. Power at 6. Now the Ferrari there has an easy spin out if you hunt that apex at the beginning of the hill. And the 911 here, the weakness is you catch any grass. And if you're worried about that, go BMW, Toyota Supra, or Nissan GTR. But I think I know the track well enough. well enough to drive it with the 911, which is grass and sand sensitive. This car likes the sand about as much as Anakin Skywalker does. Yes, why not a little Star Wars reference? But I do really like Star Trek. I really like Next Generation back in the day, and I really like the Picard series. And the new series with, what's that actor's name? Anyways, the new Star Trek, I think it's on Paramount or Amazon, is fantastic. It's a redoing with Spock and Captain Kirk. Alright, so the last turn probably should go through there in second. I think we'll be fine here in the 911. Can't push it as hard though. We can't be experimental with the 911 because of its... Oh, Formula 1 rules when it comes to corners. Very nice Mustang drifter. And feel free to go into details. Alright, the uphill section, very nice in the Porsche. We can get down into that little divot without a spin out. First is usable, so we're able to get some power out of first there. Important to nonetheless get these apexes here. It's what allows us to be on the throttle for so much seconds longer. Alright, this is going to be a relatively, not a slow lap. Alright, so it's going to be a bit of a slow lap since we ate wall. That was a hold my beverage moment. Frumpy with a 209.2. Wow, Frumpy is quick here. Very quick. I don't know if I've got a 209 in me. I usually play 211, 212. All about being in the right gear for rotation, then coming up when need be, shifting up before getting back on the accelerator. So let's try this. First for the rotation, second for the takeoff, and that was pretty smooth. About a 210 here. Oh, Frumpy picks it up again. Small turning radius there, turning space, but it's still one that when you hit the apex right, you got to be back on the throttle and just trust you won't go out. Interesting, very, very cool race. One of my favorites. Top 5. Bathurst is absolutely, I think Bathurst is actually a top 3. Even though I'm slow here, I'm Lieutenant Slow on this track. Living up to my name, Johnny is Lieutenant Slow, or Lieutenant, depending whether you're American or British, or Canadian Forces. Versus American Forces. Alright, top of third through the uphill. Fourth for the whole crest, the peak of the hill. Gotta let go of the throttle there, so we do not want to catch any grass. The braking section here. And there. Frumpy is wildly fast. I don't have much of a chance against him unless he has some sort of mishap at the lap 1, where most of the chaos and mishaps occur. But this is going to be, I think, a solid 209. If I can run consistent 209s, I should be podium-ish, or near it. And then Safe Smart Driving, even if we're 5th, Safe Smart Driving, if we can handle it, should have us land a podium. Ooh, that was very slow through there. Almost came to a stop. Ooh, lots of time lost for spinning, sliding, and screeching of the tires, but still a 209, healthy, healthy. There we go, gotta use that whole track, not fear the grass there. I definitely fear the grass more in the 911 than if I were driving the BMW, the Supra, the Corvette, the Nissan, the Honda, the NSX. Alright, full throttle through here with maybe a slight lift. Yeah, slight lift, that's the way to do it. Brake there in that section. Oh, so far, good, good, good. Just gotta hold it together. Oh, 206. Frumpy, that is wildly fast. Frumpy pulling a wild time. Wild time off Bathurst. I feel like that's like a B or low A speed. My goodness, did he ever let off the throttle? Oh, but we did really bring it down there. Really brought it down. Now I hope I did hit the checkered. Well, someone's gonna let me know in the comments if I didn't hit the check mark. You gotta land that uphill climb. There's our brake zone. No need for first there, because we should be top of third, right and by the apex. There we go. All right, it's Prince Doofus saying quali started, so maybe I don't have the check mark on. All right, check mark, cancel entry. No, I'm in, so that's good. We'll give up that lap. It's just practice anyways. Oof. Having the human pit stop, I had a lot of that. Lemon strawberry lemonade. Call it the strawberry lemonade then. Let's hit the check mark here. And I'm running for the human pit stop. I'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. Drop a comment. Hey, Remy, thank you very much for wishing me luck. Good luck to you as well. And we got to hit this check mark. There we go. Hit it up a second time. Thank you to Super Doofus Tom giving me a chance to human pit stop that. Let's see when they throw us in. Let's go spectate a little. Oh, maybe not. 8 seconds. Crack the back a little. Get a little upper back flexibility, because we're about to get down to business. Before we enter, we get it all set up. Rather start last, not have anyone pushing me into the grass. And we'll count 3 seconds. 1, 2. Oh no! There's a car back there I didn't notice. Racing without my glasses. Oh, hopefully we don't get pushed off the track. They might actually just wait. The smart money, if you're in a situation like that for the car behind, is just come out of the pits, wait, the outlap doesn't count anyways. I might just be fast enough to get a nice 2 second lead and then hold it. Oh, finally, that's the line we want through there time and time again. Let's get consistent with that line. Brake there. All right, so slow enough that first would have been an advantage. Missed the apex, a little lost speed there, but it's okay. It's our outlap. It does not count. Off the throttle to make sure we don't eat the wall. So that's the braking zone right there. Oh, not the right time. Good that we practiced down the outlap. That was not the right time at all to be throwing it into pedal down action, pedal to the metal. Oh, Sarsa Rick, our competition from last race, is going to be behind us. Let's see how the quali goes. But Frumpy is insanely fast with that 206. Oh, we got a John Deere tractor here, Redeem, taking up the grass. I've done that so many times. Oh, please don't push us off. Oh, that's gonna mess up this whole lap. Oh, Sarsa Rick, come on, buddy, come on. What was that? Well, let's see. Will we be keeping up to Sarsa here? That's Redeemed saying sorry, so I guess it was Redeemed. No worries, buddy. Good luck, Remy. Good luck, Redeemed. Good luck, Sarsa and MGB, Sony Hayes, Chowda Pouch, and Frumpy. At least I'm in good company following Sarsa here. Fuel, we can see that fuel's going to be running really high. So I don't know if we need to, I guess we'll just run soft tires and hope for the best. There we go, we got through that, but Sarsa getting this gap wider, So clearly he is considerably quicker through that section. Good job, Cerseric. You are a fast driver, my friend. No worries, redeemed. Oh, and like I said last lap, this happens to the best of us. MGB taking a coffee break there. Ooh, my 210 is slow enough to get everyone's behind me. Oh, I don't know what happened. I wonder if he stayed on the track there. I guess he did. Wow. He flew past us. And wow, 207.3 from Cerseric. Tough competition. Daytona would have been my best chance to get another podium today. Daytona is my jam. I'm wearing shorts, so no big boy pants. Had to let go of the throttle there because the confidence wasn't there. So I think that's my slow section, really. Gotta identify where my mistakes are being made. We'll see based on the gap closing in from the car behind. Remy, solid driver. Good job, Remy. Following us. That was really close racing. And no contact. Thank you very much. Oh, that was going to be my good lap right there. All right, so what's going on with this race in regards to rules and whatnot? Always good to check out your event settings. Auto start is off. Race for real. And let's see here. Time 6 on the speed. Refueling speed, 5 liters per second. Oh, that's going to be slow-ish. Well, slowish. It's actually pretty quick. Very quick. Race finish delay. Tire wear. All right. So fuel is on. I'll do some experimental laps because I didn't quite catch how many laps there's going to be here. Welcome to the JCCR League practice. This is the race. So this is the first league setup. That's why they're calling it League practice. Oh, there's. I thought there was none of that. Oh, okay. Good lesson to be learned. I read the rules incorrectly or misunderstood the rules. A little bump draft together. Oh my goodness. We got hit hard there, and that will kick us to the back of the pack. What happened? Don't know who hit us, but that was not safe, smart driving. We got rammed hard. Someone missed the brakes. I'm sure it was accidental. I was on the far inside, so when you're on the far inside, you brake earlier because you have less space to turn. Shadow Pouch looking great with his Tron livery there, the JCCR Tron livery. Oh, shucks, MGB, I'm going to wait for you. That was all on me. Steven Sills, good day, sir. Howdy, thanks for making it in. So we just did we had too much speed on the car in front of us, took MGB out, so I waited for him, so we're going to be in dead last, but hey, we got 9 laps to make this up. Let's see what we can do from the back of the pack. It means we get to use the whole track. Not my fastest track, that's for sure. Quite a bit off the fastest racer with the 206 versus my 208. But I'm sure we can still finish mid-pack here. There we go, much safer pass that time because I let go of the throttle and it was hovering over that brake pedal. Much smarter driving on my part that time. All right, let's see here. Where are we gonna brake? Between the 50 and the 100. Front of the pack. You can see everyone's still mostly huddled up together. I was up there with Sarik for a little bit, but I got pushed off the track right on this turn right here, and it threw us out of the race. And I was on the inside. I was doing the defensive driving, but of course being on the far inside, I need to brake early. Someone took the same line as me, and it looked like they were going, the speed they were going, they would have speared anyone in the middle of that turn. So really all I did was protect the rest of the pack. But took a big hit in the process. But they call this butt hurt for a reason. Bathurst is kindly referred to as butt hurt because a lot of cars get rammed in the rear. Oh, that was quick through there. Love the new livery that Aussie Pug made us. Looks a lot more like my Shelby GT350. Red with black stripes. Love Aussie Pug. If you catch this, man, love the setup you made for us, brother. There, that's how we go through there. Yes, that's how we do it. Mini goal of the day achieved. Wanted to land that section just nicely for a while now. Should have been in second there with the speed we had. A little faster than usual. So first, couldn't drive in first anymore. Oh, almost turned this into a John Deere tractor, but we're wearing Massey Ferguson colors, or case, with the red and the black. Sorry again, MGB, about hitting you. I was not retaliating out of frustration for what happened to me lap 1 in that turn right there. That is for sure. I just couldn't get enough braking in. I was following dangerously close, I guess. And I'll know for next time. I will learn from that situation. There's a too much speed difference between our two cars. Alright, danger zone up here. Lots of people catch that wall. And a lot of people here go to the outside on the grass. And then I've got way too much speed, so I'm going to do some advanced braking. Oh, we're moving on up. Now we're in a nice position here to benefit for some trail braking in just a moment. Our buddy Chowda Pouch, howdy ho, friend. Be very careful with the passing here. lots of crashes on Bathurst. Very typical. Yes. Shift down for the proper rotation through the turn, then shift up for the acceleration. Remy and Redeemed up ahead. This is neck and neck racing, the way it should be. Clean, safe, smart racing. Oh yes, good job, Remy. Take that middle. We can go a little deeper. Being on the outside, went through. Not quick enough though. For the amount of track we had, we should have really caught up on Remy. Oh, there's going to be a problem here. We got a lot of different speeds, so I'm safely letting off the throttle, not to catch my teammate there. Remy, sorry. We again had a lot of speed difference there, even though I did pre-pump those brakes hard. I was generous with the braking in advance. But I'm the car in behind, so it's my responsibility to get the safe pass in. And it works out well. It'll be for this section right here. This is the best section for passing on the track. The last section. Hopefully no one brakes here, because I don't want to brake for nothing. Oh! My bad, JCCR Racing Team. Luckily, I think I'm the only one. No, darn. Remy's out as well. Thought I was the only one there that suffered from that. Well, that's Bathurst for you. Even when you have the best of intentions, this is a deadly, deadly track. Now, this is the time for pitting. Oh, and I can't because of the line there. Sorry folks, very tight, fun, fast racing turned into deadly racing, and I'm very happy I picked up a 3-second penalty there, because I deserve to take a cold shower, cool off, and there's the 911. Elevated curbs are the 911's worst enemy. Now we got damage to the car here. Would have loved to pit, but we're gonna have to really go through slow this time and catch that pit early so we don't cross the line. Ooh, is it just me or is it getting hot in this basement? I guess that's the heat of shame coming off of me. I must smell of shame right now, because I am ashamed. Again, sorry to my fellow racers. Whether you're on the JCCR Racing Team or not, that is not the type of accident I want to cause. I don't want to cause any accidents, really. There we go, breaking that last zone. Goes through, get it down to first. Much faster driving through the hill section than the previous. This is one tough race, but absolutely beautiful. And after our pit, we're going to be in very much last. Let's watch for this pit section. I guess cut a little too much there. Alright, this is a real in-slow pit. Whew. I don't know if have I ever pit at Bathurst? This might be my first pit. Amazing vacation. Thank you very much. Sorry again, buddy. So my first pit at Bathurst, I have eaten the tires. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to Bathurst pitting. Love the race, never pitted it before. Should have practiced that. Good idea. Practice your pit if you got a race coming up that has a pit section. But amazing vacation. Thank you for your grace and forgiveness. And I love how this 911 is looking a lot like my Shelby for paint scheme. You know, some white, black, and red. And I wouldn't mind my current 911 needs to be painted. And I don't know whether to paint it or try to wrap it myself. I certainly wouldn't pay $5,000 for someone to wrap it, because I still don't believe how a paint job is like $10,000 to $12,000 now. And a wrap is $5,000. A wrap used to be able to get done for someone starting out would do it for about $1,000, $500-600 in materials, and they take $500 off of that. But $5,000, okay. What am I paying? $300 an hour? It's a lot of money, and I guess it's a rare skill. I guess it's a skill I should pick up. That's the danger zone for the 458 right there. Yes, I kept the penalty line because I have no idea where the penalty line to get into those pits are. Yes, just at the top of the hill is where we're going to brake, and only there. That's how people get through there quickly. They don't pre-brake it. Gotta have your big boy pants on for that section, clearly. Too much speed led to a whole lot of loss of speed. Remember, no one's ever died from speed. They die from the sudden de-acceleration. I can't remember where I saw this. I think I saw that more accidents are caused on the highway by cars going slowly than cars going quickly. I don't know. Maybe I am not remembering that right at all. Have to do a little research on it and come back to you. But Jeremy Clarkson's the one that said that no one's died of speeding. People die from sudden stopping, de-acceleration. Alright, we're just going to crawl through our last few laps. A well-deserved dead last and 23 seconds behind. I did cause an accident. Well-deserved, but it did not start well. Lap 1, we're up at the top, and we got taken out here despite, you know, we weren't on the far outside in everybody's lane. We were on the far inside. And when you're on the far inside, you're going to have to brake more to make the turn, so you have less space to turn, to go through the turn. And still, we got mega punted. And these things happen. Accidents happen. And we certainly caused a big accident a few laps ago. Amazing vacation, being very kind, accepting our apology. So right here is the only place we should be braking. Then there, not while the steering wheel's turned. Braking while the steering wheel is turned a good amount is a good way to guarantee failure. Woo-wee! Power slide through with maybe what will buff out on the front bumper. So not much of a financial loss there if this was a real race. It's one of those situations where you finish sweating and panting and heart beating fast, but then you get out of the car, you look at it, and you're like, I can buff that out. That'll buff out, no dent. Let's just try to get a low 208 here. Show that we can be competitive in this race. Should have been in second there, clearly. We got some nose rotation, some over rotation from the car. And I must say, owning a 911 with 320 horsepower is almost as fun as owning a 526 horsepower Shelby GT350. I say almost because the Shelby GT350's handling is incredible. The acceleration, the sound, the engine, suspension, even comfort wins out, except for on really rough, uneven roads. It shoots left and right in when you're following, heavy transport vehicles, ruts in the cement and asphalt. You might not have any in your area, and it's nothing to worry about. But because of that, I need to drive my Shelby in steering mode comfort to not have it be kind of dangerous as it, throws itself left to right. And the 911 is more comfortable in that sense, but less comfortable on the bumps. The MagnaRide suspension on the Shelby GT350 is absolutely incredible. But there's something just addiction causing when you go through turns in a 911. It's really fantastic. That will buff out as well. Especially that's not really a cement wall. I think that's a cushioning wall. Really got to rev out fifth to 163, 164. Ooh, I was late on the throttle there, and I had to be as I was out in the grass. That was lost control because we got back on the throttle. So big mistake there that you can all learn from. If you're already in a slide, let go of the pedals. All pedals. Just work on getting it back under control with the steering. I got greedy, very greedy, and even though I was in a slide, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna give it a little throttle. So a nice little dead last by 19.9 seconds. Had two major crashes. One, lap one, that we were not our fault there. We were in the smart position. We were right in here, getting ready to brake nice and early. And the other one that we completely caused, 100% our fault. Had good speed for several turns on the competition. Had more speed. And I was playing it safe and smart until I no longer was not. And the timer's gone up for me saying, Johnny, bring it on home. I'll come in with the cows. Thing for pigs, they always call sweet. But some for calling cows call bus. I know we did on the dairy farm. Love this race. Love it. I'm slow. Lieutenant slow on this race, but I still love it. I don't just love the races I'm fast on. Oh, the Dark J Boo. Wow, 206.8. Congratulations. Frumpy got a 206 in qualies. We know what. We're gonna fly through here. Bring it on in home. A little quicker. .911, I find I'm often in low second, kind of bogging out. If there's a two-stroke, we call it bogging out, outside of the RPM range. There we go, folks. Those are the races for today. Race 1, incredible. Finished with a second. Race 2, dead last. Amazing Vacation saying, it's Remy. We're all bunched up. The braking was tight. I thought it might have happened. Yeah, yeah. I thought it might happen too. And I was like, it's not going to happen because I'm going to race safe and smart, even though for 3-4 turns before I had more speed than the group. I'm like, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to pass at the right time. I was talking about passing at the right time. And then here I am failing at my own system. So no worries. Thank you so much for saying no worries, Amazing Vacation. Amazing Vacation saying, I bumped you at the beginning of the race. Okay, so I guess I love it. I guess we're even Steven there. Thank you for being gracious with me, and I'm no worries, buddy. These things happen, clearly. I completely did it by accident. I'm sure you completely did it by accident as well. Often I'll be in the middle or inside and forget myself that I need to brake earlier than my regular brake point than when I'm on the outside. Because if you don't brake earlier and no one's in front of you, you just go straight into the wall across because you have less turning distance than if you're going from the outside out here to the complete inside. You get all that turning space to make the turn. Whereas if you're on the inside, you just, you got to do one of these. So you really got to be going slow to get around that corner. So you got to brake a lot sooner. Congratulations to the people up there. Congratulations for everyone's patience. Congratulations for the speed and the finishing results. We're almost 1 o'clock. I've got my yearly summer family get-together, the big one. So thank you so much for watching, folks. I'm blessed to have you along for the ride where I'm trying to help us all and go through together, learn to be faster. This is all about learning and growing together. Started in the E-Class, working towards, we got close to the B-Class the other day. Willow Springs has been a little tough on us. Willow Springs has definitely put us back to mid or bottom C-Class. But for a while there, we're starting to see B racers. It would just take us 1 week with several races. If we can get, 14 or 15 races on a track that we're already quick at, that we already have experience on, such as maybe Daytona, which can unfortunately be a little Call of Duty style. But we should be able to get to B-Class. We just need the right race and enough time during that week to put in the work. So, folks, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I wish you all more cars and more power. Hope you get to put the pedal to a car that you love this week. If not, this is the best place to do it anyways. If you want to see some of our real-world cars, such as the 2025 Ford F-150 Tremor, our review of the Ranger Raptor, our Toyota RMR2 that we own, the Porsche 911 that we own. Check out Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. Trying to get to 15,000 subscribers over on that channel. And here, I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can unlock some new gear and grow the community. Bigger community means more cars and more power. Folks, I'm signing out. Lieutenant Slow, or Lieutenant Slow here. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, folks. Have a great weekend. Don't forget, balance work, friends, the spiritual, the health, balance it all, family, balance your time so you don't get burnt out. Enjoy and see you again. Make sure to see each other again. Make sure you subscribe and have bell notifications on, because YouTube's not going to be suggesting my content to you. We're too new and young of a channel. Folks, thank you so much. There's our Porsche 911 at the bottom of the screen. Just about the red we have in the real world, but we're a shade lighter. That's actually the shade I'd like to have with some sort of black highlights on the car, but we're looking to paint our extra set of BBS wheels black, so catch Johnny's Car Care and Reviews to check out the 911 and little visual upgrades and repairs that we're doing to it. We're covering what owning a classic European vehicle is like cost-wise. Can you still hold the marriage together or still, have food on the table if you own an old European car? Catch Johnny's Car Care and Reviews to find out. Take care, folks. Godspeed, everybody. And let's just end the broadcast on some sort of visual here. Since the live is going to run for about 24 hours on that visual, I just wanted to show you also how to join the JCCR team here. Hey, Sony Hayes. Yes, see you soon, buddy. Thank you for the races. Always great racing with you. And if you want to join Sony, the JCCR team, if it's not already done, get down to Showcase here. And over at Showcase, you can drop content search. Let's drop in the team name, JCCR. Content search, all the JCCR OP cars that are built by Aussie Pug are going to show up, but also Filness Games liveries here, as well as the Chaos Druid, Filness GT. We can catch all the cars. Look at these buttes. One of my favorites here, the AMG. Love that livery, but my current favorite is the 911 with the optional red. The Mustang is looking pretty amazing as well. Nebulous here, Nebulous Lord 4 has built us one for the team. Love the Filness Games Tron style. I have liked it. Now let's see if we get, I think if we put in, yeah, there's the 911. That's my favorite, folks. Aussie Pug, thank you so much. Filness GT and everyone that's made a JCCR livery. And if you want to join the JCCR team, you got to, you know, put your hand down and promise you'll do your best to be a safe, smart driver when racing online. If you want to push cars around and drive arcade style, there's the AI computer racers for that. You just give Aussie Pug a like, add it to your collection here, and once it's added to your collection, you're going to go down, we're going to close this up, we're going to go down and show you how to load it onto the card. Go down to GT Auto down here. While you're there, don't forget, do a little oil change. So before I forget, oil is worn, so we're due. Now let's pretend like that'll get us an extra second per lap. Ha ha ha. You can even give your car a little wash there. But let's go load in this livery to show you how to really join the JCCR team. You change your name to JCCR_ in your name, ideally. If not, you might not want to change up your name. That's fine, but at least go down to car customization. Hit up the load style. And you're going to have styles here. You can go to content search and all your downloads are going to show up. And there you go. Those are the two liveries. You pick it, you slam it on, and you admire the beauty there. So that's how it's done. If you want to join the JCCR team, we'd love to have you. One last time. Finish with a nice background here. And there you go. That's how you'll pick out your JCCR styling. So that's it for me. Godspeed, everyone. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to balance out your life. Don't get burnt out in the real world. Balance it all. Spend some time in nature. If it's, not illegal with a $25,000 fine, like in Nova Scotia. But spend time in nature if it's legal in your area. Godspeed, God bless everyone. Take care. Thanks for watching. Of course. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch.